different integration formulae along with substitution method. ఆల్రెడీ లాస్ట్ క్లాస్లో మనం సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ మెథడ్ నేర్చుకున్నాం, దానికి కంటిన్యూషన్ ఇప్పుడు నేను చేయబోతున్నాను. ఓకేనా? సో సమ్ స్టాండర్డ్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్, what we are discussing now, some standard types of substitution, and these substitution rules or methods, see, substitution tricks helps to solve different problems. I will list you one by one also. First of all, what you say about this integral of f dash x by f of x dx. Okay, see, as we discussed in the last class, f dash x dx is involved, f of x is involved. You just take f of x is equals to some t. If you take f of x is equals to t, then if you differentiate it on both sides, we have f dash of x dx is equals to dt. Okay, then you just try to convert complete problem into t from x. Okay, and then the given problem is integral of, see, f of x is in the denominator, f dash x dx is this dt. So I will write it like this, 1 by t dt. And integral of 1 by t is log t base e plus c, as we learned. So what is your answer? Log t in the sense logarithm of f of x base e plus c. So at the end you just try to analyze this. If something is there in the denominator and its derivative in the numerator, the result is logarithm of the denominator plus c. Is it right? So use that to answer some different problems. Okay, so finally that implies, let's see, that means d by dx of some denominator divided by denominator into dx, then its answer is logarithm of denominator to the base e plus c. That's our answer. Okay, you just try to memorize this format. I will give you some simple problems. Okay, how can I give you? For suppose if I have integral of, see, something you just take in the denominator as well, you just write in the numerator also. Okay, some 12 x cube minus 7x square, and in the denominator I will write it like this, 4, otherwise 3x power 4 minus 7 by 3 x cube plus 17 dx. What is its answer? See, when you try to answer this, you just apply this format now. What is denominator here? 3x power 4 minus 7 by 3 x cube plus 17 is the denominator. What you say about its numerator? See, every time no need to take denominator as t, writing numerator as gt, and we have no need to perform all these steps. If we are well and good at these steps, then it is easy to answer these type of questions directly. And then what is our answer? See, if this denominator is t, its derivative is in the numerator. For 3x power 4, what is its derivative? 12x cube. And this is 7 by 3 x cube. And for x cube it is 3x square. So minus 7x square, it is there in numerator. And for 17, its derivative is 0. So finally denominator, derivative of denominator dx, and we have logarithm of 3x power 4 minus 7 by 3 x cube plus 17 to the base e plus c. That's the point. Okay, in the same way it is easy to answer many questions. I will give you one more. Integral of 1 by x log x dx. Integral of 1 by x log x dx. How to answer this? You just try to apply the same format. Now I will write it like this, integral of 1 by x divided by log x dx. See, 1 by x log x can be written as 1 by x divided by log x. Why? Because derivative of log x is 1 by x, right? That's why I wrote it like this. So now if you look, the denominator is log x, its derivative is 1 by x. So answer for the problem is logarithm of log x to the base e. Logarithm of log x to the base e plus c. That's the answer. Related to this substitution method, we did many problems in the last class. And now again I am handling the same substitution method but with some standard types. This is one of the standard type of substitution. Okay, if you memorize the format, denominator its derivative in the numerator, every time it is easy to answer like that. Okay, and now one more thing. Yeah, see what you say about integral of tan x dx. Do we have any formula for this integral of tan x till now? Till now we don't have any formula for the integration of tan x. Okay, now I am going to use the same technique to derive the integral for tan x. Okay, derivative of tan x is secant square x, and so integral of secant square x is tan x. We have that integral of secant square x. We have integral of secant x into tan x, but we don't have a formula or a result for integral of tan x. Now to find integral of tan x dx, I will proceed like this. Integral of tan x dx is equals to, this tan x can be written as sin x by cos x plus c. Is it right? No. Sin x by cos x dx. Is it right? Just simply tan x is sin x by cos x. Now you just observe this. See, denominator is cos x. Denominator is cos x and its derivative is minus sin x. So you just try to maintain its derivative in the numerator, and so I will write it like this: minus integral minus sin x divided by cos x dx. What I did? I just minus and minus. I just attached one minus here. Okay. Now when you think denominator is cos x and its derivative is minus sin x in the numerator, and finally your answer is this minus along with the logarithm of cos x plus c. So finally integral of tan x dx is what? Minus log cos x plus c. You just have a look. Integral of f dash x by f of x dx is log f of x base e will generate, see, will solve these type of problems. Have a look. I will erase the left side and then I will use. జస్ట్ ఇవన్నీ ఒక్కసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఇలాంటి ఇంకొన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చూద్దాం విత్ ద సేమ్ ట్రిక్. ఓకే, డినామినేటర్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ డెరివేటివ్ ఇన్ ద న్యూమరేటర్. సో see, now I am going to find out integral values for this tan x, cot x, secant x and cosecant x. Integral of tan x dx, integral of cot x dx, integral of secant x dx and integral of cosecant x dx. Actually we don't have the formulas of these, the values of these integrals in the formula list. Okay, so మన ఫార్ములా లిస్ట్ లో ఇండెఫినెట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఫార్ములా లిస్ట్ లో integral of secant square x, integral of secant x tan x, integral of cosecant x square x and integral of cosecant x into cot x. ఈ నాలుగిటికి మనకి రిజల్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఫార్ములాస్ ఉన్నాయి లిస్ట్ లో, బట్ వీటికి లిస్ట్ లో ఎట్లాంటి ఫార్ములాస్ లేవు. అండ్ నౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డెరైవ్ ద ఇంటిగ్రల్ వాల్యూస్ ఆర్ యూ మే సే results formulas for these four using the same trick. Okay, and integral of secant square x is tan x, we know it. Integral of secant x into tan x is secant x plus c, and this is minus cot x and this is minus cosecant x plus c. We have these four in our formula list. Okay, now we are going to calculate integral values for these functions now. Okay, so integral of tan x dx, as I discussed here, now integral of tan x dx is minus log cos x base e plus c. And if you send this minus to the power of cos x with the loss of logarithm, there is a chance to write it again like this: logarithm of secant x to the base e plus c. So use anything. Okay, integral of tan x dx is minus log cos x base e or log secant x. Now what you say about integral of cot x dx? Cot is cos by sin, so integral of cot x dx in the sense cos x divided by sin x dx. And when you observe again, this sin x is in the denominator, its derivative cos x is in numerator, so this is equals to logarithm of sin x to the base e plus c. Okay, denominator and its derivative in the numerator, that's it. And now think about the next thing, integral of secant x dx. What it is? Integral of secant x dx. How to find the integral of secant x dx? Here we need to do a magic here. Okay, since we are trying to calculate integral of secant x dx, we have secant x only, no denominator and no numerator. So what I do is, you just multiply secant x plus tan x both in numerator and denominator. Okay, secant x into secant x plus tan x divided by secant x plus tan x dx. Is there anything wrong? Nothing. Okay, just we multiplied as well we divide. So this is again just equivalent with the secant x only, right? And now when you observe this, what is numerator? This is equals to integral of secant x into secant x is secant square x plus secant x into tan x is secant x tan x divided by secant x plus tan x dx. Now when you observe, the denominator is secant x plus tan x, and what is its derivative? Derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x, derivative of tan x is secant square x. So derivative of denominator is there in the numerator, and that's why its answer, its integral value is nothing but logarithm of secant x plus tan x to the base e plus c. That is the answer. So integral of tan x is minus log cos x. Integral of cot x is log sin x. Integral of secant x is log secant x plus tan x plus c. In the same way, now it is easy to answer integral of cosecant x dx. When you answer this integral of cosecant x dx, in the same way if you proceed, you will get that minus logarithm of cosecant x plus cot x to the base e plus c is our answer. Okay, just have a look. So finally we have integral of tan x as minus log cos x, integral of cot x as log mod sin x, integral of secant x as log secant x plus tan x, as well integral of cosecant x as minus log cosecant x plus cot x base e plus c. Now when you think about these two, there is a chance for the further simplification. What is that? See, secant square x minus tan square x is 1. We know it, right? Basic trigonometric identity. Secant square x minus tan square x is 1, and so secant x plus tan x is always 1 by secant x minus tan x. So if you replace this secant x plus tan x with 1 by secant x minus tan x, and that can be written as secant x minus tan x to the power minus 1. So this is also equal with minus logarithm of secant x minus tan x to the base e plus c. And the same way, if you wish to rewrite this, cosecant x plus cot x into cosecant square x minus cot square x. See, cosecant x plus cot x into cosecant x minus cot x is 1. So this can be written as 1 by cosecant x minus cot x, and on simplification we have logarithm of cosecant x minus cot x base e plus c. Not only that, sometimes this secant x plus tan x is also further simplified. See how to simplify this secant x plus tan x. I think you all good at trigonometry. What do you say about secant x plus tan x? See, secant x is 1 by cos x, tan x is sin x by cos x. That can be written as what? 1 plus sin x by cos x. Is it right? So how to simplify this 1 plus sin x by cot x? This 1 plus sin x by cot x can be written as do one thing. Okay, I see this is all from trigonometry. You just write that x as, yeah, I will write it like this. Just have a look. 1 plus cos of pi by 2 minus x divided by sin of pi by 2 minus x. Is there anything wrong? Sin of 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. That's why I wrote it like that. And now 1 plus cos pi by 2 minus x is simply nothing but 2 cos square of pi by 2 minus, see, pi by 4 minus x by 2, using 1 plus cos 2 theta formula. 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. So 2 cos square of half of this angle divided by this sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, 2 sin of half of that, pi by 4 minus x by 2, into cos of half of that, pi by 4 minus x by 2. And 2 gets cancelled, cos gets cancelled, you will left with cos by sin, which is what? Cot of pi by 4 minus x by 2. So this is again equivalent with logarithm of cot of pi by 4 minus x by 2 base e. And this is also can be written as sometimes this cot, if you convert it into tan, it becomes tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. So we have another chance also for writing this. Okay. This is also can be written as logarithm of tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2 to the base e plus c. Just observe everything. See, this is secant x plus tan x. This secant x plus tan x from trigonometry can be simplified as this cot of pi by 4 minus x by 2, which is again equivalent with tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. At the end, what I am going to conclude you is, if integral of secant x dx is involved, what integral of secant x dx is involved, then any one of these four is our option. According to the problem, as per the requirement, we need to choose one among these four. Okay, so integral of secant x is log secant x plus tan x, or log secant x minus tan x, or log tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2, or log cot of pi by 4 minus x by 2. In the same way, there is a chance to simplify this bit also. What it is integral of cosecant x dx. See, cosecant x plus cot x. Cosecant x plus cot x means what? 1 by sine, and this is cos by sine. Just as we discussed, 1 plus cos by sine. 2 cos square x by 2 by 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. So it is easy to cancel out. We get it as what? Cot x by 2. So this is equivalent with minus logarithm of cot x by 2 to the base e plus c. And this is equivalent with logarithm of tan x by 2 to the base e plus c. So these four are again equivalent and they are equal to the integral of cosecant x dx. We need to use any one among these four according to the problem or as per our requirement. Okay, have a look. This is all just because of this particular logic. What it is? Denominator and its derivative in the numerator. Result is the logarithm of denominator. With this very logical idea, we found the values or the formulas for these trigonometric functions. As well, we did many problems also. Okay, have a look. Next method, next model. Okay, actually method is same, substitution method, and now we are discussing another trick or another type. Okay, integral of f dash x by root f of x dx. Again same logic. Okay, if you wish to solve, you just take f of x is equals to t, and if you apply derivative on both sides, this side it is f dash of x dx is equals to, for t it is dt. And now this given problem is nothing but integral of f dash of x dx is dt numerator, and root f of x is root t denominator. So integral of 1 by root t dt. And what is integral of 1 by root t dt? T power minus 1 by 2. When you use this basic law of integration, this is 2 root t plus c, and this is equals to 2 root of t means what? F of x plus c. That's the problem. That's our answer. So again, if you generalize this, always if we have integral of d by dx of denominator divided by square root of denominator dx, then its answer is simply 2 root denominator plus c. Just have a look. If there is denominator of derivative in the numerator, our answer is 2 root denominator plus c. Now just have a look this. Here we have x square minus 5x plus 6. Since it is x square minus 5x plus 6, what is its derivative? Under the root in the denominator. Okay, just observe చేయండి. ఇందాకటి ప్రాబ్లంకి ఇప్పటిదానికి తేడా ఏంటి? Denominator derivative numerator లో ఉంటుంది. ఇందాక ఇప్పుడు కూడా. But for the previous case, denominator is only f of x. But for this case, denominator is root f of x. If root is there for denominator, 2 root denominator is our answer. If simply we have denominator and its derivative in the numerator, then logarithm of denominator is our answer. Okay, just observe and then analyze, then give me the answer. Okay, for these problems it is enough, but while solving problems from practice sheets or from materials, for each and every problem, first of all you need to analyze the problem, you need to observe the problem, to which rule or to which trick the problem belongs. After that it is easy to answer. Okay, now x square derivative is 2x and minus 5x derivative is minus 5, 6 derivative is 0. So directly its answer is 2 root of denominator x square minus 5x plus 6 plus c. And now see, under the square root in the denominator we have sin x, its derivative is cos x in the numerator, so directly its answer is 2 root sin x plus c. And now integral of cosecant square x by root cot x. See what here it is, cot x. What is the derivative of cot x? Minus cosecant square x, right? Derivative of cot x. And so its answer is minus 2 root of cot x plus c. Always if a problem is there of this format, you need to check whether the numerator is the derivative of denominator or not. Okay, then easy to move. Have a look. So some more tricks from the substitution method. Okay, all are similar actually. And now if you have a problem like this, e power f of x into f dash of x dx, some function is there as a power and its derivative along with that. Then if you take it as t, it is dt. So e power t dt, its answer is e power t. So directly we will answer it like e power f of x plus that. And now just have a look here. Sin of f of x into its derivative. See, if sin of some t, it is dt. So sin t, your answer is cos t. Okay. So that means we need to say cos of f of x plus c. Is it right? Maybe minus cos of f of x plus c. And now for here it is f of x to the power n into f dash of x dx. Something to the power n into the derivative of something, which can be written as f of x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. And then one more thing, root f of x into f dash x. See, previously we did f dash x by root f of x, and this is f dash x into root f of x. If you take this f of x as some variable t, this part is dt. So root t. What is the derivative of root x? And here we have root t. So this can be written as this is equals to 2 by 3 into f of x to the power 3 by 2 plus c. Okay. So this is the way we need to answer. Okay. When a function along with derivative is exist in a given problem, you need to check, okay, to which trick the problem belongs. Okay. And now using this, you just try to answer these questions. Integral of x cube minus 7 sin x into 3x square minus 7 cos x dx. Okay. So derivative of x cube is 3x square. Derivative of sin x is cos x. So if this is a function, its derivative is here. So we need to say its answer as e power x cube minus 7 sin x plus c. That's it. That much simple. And whereas come to the next problem, sin of some function into its derivative. That means sin t into dt, which is minus cos t, but in the place of t we have cos x. So minus cos of cos x plus c is the answer for the last bit. Have a look, and then I will give you some ideas from inverse trigonometry which involves with substitution method. Okay. Now you just try to answer this. See, every problem, if the board of 7 bits on every bit is based on the first one. Anni kuda sin inverse x. Sin inverse x anedi sin inverse x related ga ee bits ani మనం ఆన్సర్ చేస్తాం. మనకు తెలుసు integral of 1 by root 1 minus x square dx is sin inverse x plus c. This particular rule or formula is useful to answer all these type of questions. Once if we answer these questions using sin inverse x, then it is similar to answer many questions using sin inverse x or cos inverse x or tan inverse x like that. First of all, we learned at derivatives that derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by root 1 minus x square, and now at differentiation integral of 1 by root 1 minus x square dx is sin inverse x plus c. Now our task is to answer these bits using this formula. Okay, this is the standard formula. For every problem we need to use this, and at the end we will answer. Integral of 1 by root 1 minus 4x square dx. You need to observe clearly. This 4x square can be written as 1 by 2x, see 2x whole square. So integral of 1 by root 1 minus 2x whole square dx. Is it clear? I think so. So this is 2x. If it is x, its derivative is also with respect to x. If it is 2x, its derivative also must be with respect to 2x. Or if you take it as t, okay, If you take it as t, what will happen? Integral 1 by root 1 minus t square, because 2x is t. And if 2x is equals to t, write directly. Okay, if 2x is equals to t, 2 dx is dt, and dx can be written as dt by 2, and that is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 by root 1 minus t square is sine inverse t. Okay, of sine inverse 2t, and t is nothing but what? 2x. So finally our answer for the problem is half sine inverse 2x plus c. Is it clear for you? See, no need to mention all these steps. No need to proceed in this manner. It is enough if you observe that 4x as 2x whole square, and now it is easy to use sine inverse x rule, then directly you just answer it like of sine inverse 2x. By practice you will get different direct ways, okay, but initially we need to move in this process of substitution, and my answer for this bit is half sine inverse 2x. You just try to answer the next bit using the same method, okay. Proceed. Now what to say about the next one? Integral 1 by root 1 minus 3x minus 5 whole square. Again, if you consider this 3x minus 5 as t, and if you proceed, your answer at the end is, since x coefficient is 3 here, you will get it like this: 1 by 3 into sine inverse of, since it is 3x minus 5 whole square, 3x minus 5 divided by 1 plus c. 1 by 3 sine inverse of 3x minus 5 is the answer for this one. Whereas come to the next one, here log x base e whole square, log x base e is involved along with the derivative of log x base e as 1 by x dx. If you take it as t, dt is already given, so your answer is sine inverse of t plus c, and that is equals to, what is t here? Here t is what? Log x to the base e, because if it is t, then 1 by x dx is dt, and that's why sine inverse of log x to the base e plus c is my answer for this bit. Now just think about this 1 minus root, 1 by root 1 minus a square x square dx. So it is easy to answer 1 by a square into, it is not a square, this is ax whole square, right? So 1 by a into sine inverse of ax plus c. You just compare everything with this standard indefinite integration formula. This is 1 by root 1 minus ax whole square. So it is x square and it is ax whole square. That is simple difference between those two. Then integral 1 by root b square minus x square dx. X square dx, okay. How to answer? How to answer that bit? Okay. So actually what we need to do is to just common out b square. This b square coming out will become 1 by b, and here we have 1 minus a square x square by b square. That means sine inverse of ax by b. Okay, that's the answer. At the end, answer for this problem is, this is equals to 1 by b into sine inverse of ax by b plus c. Just pick out b square from these two terms, and at the end this is your answer. And now when you think about this integral 1 by root a square minus x square dx, this can be written as 1 by a into sine inverse of x by a plus c, and this is very useful. And at the end I just try to explain this particular rule to mention this 1 by root a square minus x square as 1 by a sine inverse x by a plus c. Okay, have a look. As I said, it is easy to answer similar type of questions along with cos inverse x and with tan inverse x and everything. Just observe everything. So we have different simple problems on the board. Okay, so కొన్ని బిట్స్ ని, కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని డైరెక్ట్ గా ఆన్సర్ చేసాం మనం. సో మీకు ఏదైనా ఒక పర్టికులర్ బిట్ రిలేటెడ్ గా ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ కావాలంటే యూ జస్ట్ మెన్షన్, ఐ విల్ డిస్కస్. సార్, సో జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ లుక్. యాక్చువల్లీ దీస్ టూ ఆర్ రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్స్. ఓకే, సో జస్ట్ మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. మనం ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఏఎక్స్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ అని రాసినప్పుడు ఎక్స్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఏ ఉంటే దెన్ అవర్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ 1 by a sin inverse ax. ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్, ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏఎక్స్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ అంటే మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఏ ఉంది, 1 by a రావాలి. మరి 1 by b ఉండాలా వద్దా? సో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఎ రాంగ్ ఐడియా. ఒకసారి మనం డెరైవ్ చేసి అండ్ ఆ లాజిక్ని, ఆ ఫార్ములాని మన బ్రెయిన్లో రిజిస్టర్ చేస్తే ఇంకా ప్రతిసారి రెగ్యులర్గా దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసుకునే విధంగా ఉండాలి మనం. ఓకేనా? అండ్ దట్స్ వై దీనికి ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్. ఓకే, జస్ట్ ఫాలో దట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్. ఓకే, ఇంటిగ్రల్ 1/√b² మైనస్ a² dx. ఆల్వేస్ నేను దేనికోసం ట్రై చేస్తానంటే 1 మైనస్ సంథింగ్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ డినామినేటర్లో ఉండాలి, దానికోసమే ట్రై చేస్తాను. సో 1 మైనస్ సంథింగ్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఉండాలంటే ఇక్కడ b² ఉండకూడదు. అంటే ఈ 2 టర్మ్స్ నుంచి b² కామన్ తీయాలి. ఈ 2 టర్మ్స్ నుంచి b² కామన్ తీస్తే స్క్వేర్ రూట్ లోపల b² కామన్ తీస్తే ఇట్ కమ్స్ అవుట్ యాజ్ b. సో 1/b ఇంటూ ఇంటిగ్రల్ 1 ఇక్కడ ఏముంటుంది ఇప్పుడు 1 మైనస్ b² కామన్ తీసాం కాబట్టి a²x²/b². అండ్ దిస్ a²x²/b² is ax/b హోల్ స్క్వేర్. సో 1/b అవుట్ సైడ్ ఉంది అండ్ నౌ 1 మైనస్ సంథింగ్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఉంది. అండ్ ఈ సంథింగ్ హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి, ఎక్స్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ ఎక్స్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ని 1/, అని రాయాలి. జస్ట్ లైక్ ఇక్కడ ax ఉంటే 1/a రాసినట్లుగా ఇక్కడ a/b ఉంది కాబట్టి 1/a/b ఇంటూ సైన్ ఇన్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ax/b ప్లస్ c. అదే ఇక్కడ x కాకుండా లీనియర్ కాకుండా క్వాడ్రాటిక్ సమ్ అదర్ లాగరిథమో ఎక్స్పోనెంట్ ఇంకేదన్నా ఉంటే సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ వాల్యూ పెట్టడమే కరెక్ట్ పద్ధతి. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ax/b ఉంది కాబట్టి x కోఎఫిషియంట్ a/b ని 1/a/b అని రాయాలి ఇంటూ సైన్ ఇన్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ax/b ప్లస్ c. సో 1/b ఇంటూ 1/a/b సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే 1/a ఇంటూ సైన్ ఇన్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ ax/b ప్లస్ c. అండ్ దట్స్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్. సో ఫైనల్గా దీనికి ఆన్సర్ ఏమవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు 1/a ఇంటూ సైన్ ఇన్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ ax/b ప్లస్ c. అలానే దీనికి ఆన్సర్ చేసాము అనుకో, b ప్లేస్లో a ఉంది, x కోఎఫిషియంట్ a బదులుగా 1 ఉంది. సో ఇఫ్ ఈ ఆన్సర్ ఫైనల్లీ ఇట్ రిజల్ట్స్ యాజ్ సైన్ ఇన్వర్స్ x/a ప్లస్ c. అంతే, no coefficient here. Okay, because x coefficient is 1, no need to mention. Sin inverse of x/a plus c. Have a look. So that's for today's class. Similar logics ni I can extend the similar logics for cos inverse, tan inverse and everything in the next class. ఇవన్నీ ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి సిమిలర్ లాజిక్స్ వీటి మీద కొన్ని సింపుల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్తో నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం. అండ్ దట్స్ ఫర్ ద క్లాస్.